Athena and the heroes, Perseus, Heracles, and others. One of Athena's most important roles in Greek mythology was as the patron and helper of heroes. Time and again, when mortals undertook great quests or faced terrible dangers, Athena appeared to offer guidance, provide magical aid, or simply encourage them at crucial moments. Unlike some gods who helped heroes to serve their own agendas, Athena seemed to genuinely care about heroic endeavor, about mortals striving to overcome challenges, about the triumph of skill and courage over chaos and monstrosity. Let us begin with Perseus, whose quest to slay the Gorgon Medusa stands as one of the great heroic tales of Greek mythology. Perseus was the son of Zeus and the mortal woman Danae, born under unusual circumstances and raised in exile. When King Polydectes of Seriphos desired Danae and wished to remove Perseus as an obstacle, he challenged the young hero to an impossible task: bring back the head of Medusa, the only mortal among the 3 Gorgon sisters. The Gorgons were terrible beings, women transformed into monsters with bronze hands, golden wings, and serpents for hair. Their faces were so hideous, their gaze so powerful, that anyone who looked directly at them was instantly turned to stone. Many heroes had attempted to slay the Gorgons, and many had become lifeless statues surrounding the monster's lair, grim warnings to any who might follow. Perseus, though brave and willing, knew he could not accomplish this task alone. He needed divine help. And Athena, along with Hermes, the messenger god, came to his aid. Why did Athena help Perseus? Some sources suggest that she bore a grudge against Medusa, for Medusa had once been a beautiful maiden who served in Athena's temple until Poseidon violated her there, desecrating the sacred space. Athena, in her anger, had transformed Medusa into a Gorgon as punishment. Now, perhaps, Athena saw an opportunity to rid the world of the creature Medusa had become. Athena provided Perseus with crucial gifts and guidance. She gave him a polished bronze shield, so brilliantly reflective that it could serve as a mirror. Athena instructed Perseus that he must never look directly at Medusa, for even a glimpse of the Gorgon's face meant instant death. Instead, he should watch Medusa's reflection in the shield, using it to guide his sword blow without meeting the monster's deadly gaze. But Athena offered more than just a shield. She guided Perseus to the Graeae, the 3 grey sisters who shared one eye and one tooth among them. By seizing their eye, Perseus forced the Graeae to tell him how to find the nymphs who possessed other items he would need: winged sandals that would let him fly, a cap of invisibility, and a magical bag that could safely contain Medusa's head after he severed it. When Perseus finally reached the cave where the Gorgons dwelt, Athena was there with him, invisible but present. As Perseus crept closer to where Medusa slept, using the cap of invisibility to hide himself, watching her reflection in the polished shield, Athena whispered instructions, guided his hand, gave him the courage to strike. At the crucial moment, Perseus swung his curved sword, and with Athena guiding the blow, he cut through Medusa's neck cleanly, severing her head from her body. Immediately, Perseus seized the head and thrust it into the magical bag, careful never to look at it directly. From Medusa's severed neck sprang 2 offspring, Chrysaea, a warrior with a golden sword, and Pegasus, the winged horse, both children Medusa had conceived with Poseidon before her transformation. Perseus made his escape, using the winged sandals to fly away before Medusa's immortal sisters could awaken and pursue him. He used Medusa's head, even in the bag, as a weapon, turning several enemies to stone before finally presenting it to Athena as a thank offering for her help. Athena accepted the head gladly and placed it on her aegis, where it would remain forever, the Gorgonean that became one of her primary symbols. In some depictions, Athena is shown receiving the head from Perseus, reaching out to take this powerful talisman. The goddess had helped create the means of Medusa's destruction, had guided Perseus through the impossible task, and now she claimed the reward, transforming a symbol of terror into a symbol of protection. But Perseus was not the only hero to receive Athena's aid. Heracles, perhaps the greatest of all Greek heroes, benefited from Athena's guidance throughout his legendary 12 labours and beyond. Heracles was the son of Zeus and the mortal woman Alcmene, which made him Athena's half-brother in a sense, both being children of Zeus. But more than familial connection, Athena seemed to recognise in Heracles something worthy of support. Tremendous strength, tempered with endurance, courage combined with perseverance. The 12 labours of Heracles, those impossible tasks set for him by King Eurystheus as punishment and purification after Heracles had killed his own wife and children in a fit of madness sent by Hera, tested every aspect of the hero's nature. Athena appeared at crucial moments to offer aid, advice, or encouragement. In Heracles' first labour, the slaying of the Nemean lion, Athena simply watched and advised. The lion's hide was impervious to weapons, could not be pierced by arrows or cut by swords. Athena told Heracles that he would have to use the lion's own claws to skin it after strangling it with his bare hands, advice that proved crucial to the labour's completion. In the 10th labour, retrieving the golden apples of the Hesperides from the garden at the western edge of the world, Athena's help was more direct. Heracles convinced the Titan Atlas, who held up the sky, to retrieve the apples while Heracles temporarily took over the burden of the heavens. But when Atlas returned, he tried to trick Heracles into keeping the sky forever. Heracles, with Athena's subtle guidance, tricked Atlas in return, getting the Titan to take back the sky. When Heracles finally completed all 12 labours, and Eurystheus ordered him to give up the golden apples, Athena herself retrieved them and returned them to the Hesperides garden, for divine law forbade these sacred fruits from remaining in the mortal world permanently. During the Gigantomachy, the great battle between the gods and the giants, Athena and Heracles fought side by side. According to a prophecy, the gods could not completely defeat the giants without mortal help, and so Athena brought Heracles to Olympus to fight alongside her. Together they defeated Alcyoneus, one of the two strongest giants. Athena advised Heracles to drag Alcyoneus beyond the borders of his homeland, for as long as the giant remained on his native soil, he was immortal. Once dragged across the border, Alcyoneus could be killed, which Heracles did with his arrows. Later traditions tell us that when Heracles finally died and was apotheosized, becoming a god himself, it was Athena who drove her chariot to the funeral pyre on Mount Oeta and carried Heracles up to Olympus. She presented him to Zeus, her father, vouching for Heracles' worthiness to join the immortal gods. This image of Athena as the psychopomp for Heracles, guiding him in death as she had in life, appears in several vase paintings and speaks to their close relationship. The hero Bellerophon also received Athena's help. Bellerophon's most famous task was to slay the Chimera, a monster with the head of a lion, the body of a goat, and the tail of a serpent, breathing fire from multiple mouths. To accomplish this feat, Bellerophon needed to fly above the monster on the winged horse Pegasus, who could not be caught by mortal means. Athena appeared to Bellerophon and gave him a golden bridle, a magical item that would allow him to tame and ride Pegasus. With the goddess's gift, Bellerophon was able to catch the wild horse, ride it into battle against the Chimera, and slay the monster from the air beyond the reach of its flames. Jason and the Argonauts seeking the Golden Fleece also received assistance from Athena. She helped guide the construction of the ship Argo, according to some sources even providing wood from Zeus's sacred oak at Dodona for the vessel's prow, giving it the ability to speak and prophesy. Throughout the Argonauts' journey, Athena offered protection and guidance, helping them navigate dangerous waters and overcome various challenges. Even Theseus, the great Athenian hero, received aid from Athena, though his stories are less focused on her direct intervention. As the patron goddess of Athens, Athena had a natural interest in Athens' greatest hero, and several sources mention her offering advice or protection at key moments in his adventures. What all these stories of Athena helping heroes have in common is the nature of that help. Athena rarely simply used her divine power to solve problems for the heroes. She didn't destroy their enemies for them or make their tasks easy. Instead, she provided tools, advice, and guidance, enabling the heroes to overcome challenges through their own skill and courage, enhanced by divine support. This pattern tells us something important about Athena's character, and about what the Greeks valued in both gods and heroes. True heroism in Greek thought was not about being invincible or having impossible powers. It was about facing challenges with intelligence, preparation, and courage, about using the right tool for the right task, about strategic thinking combined with brave action. Athena's help exemplified these values. She gave Perseus a mirror shield and taught him not to look directly at Medusa. She advised Heracles to use the Nemean lion's own claws. She provided Bellerophon with a bridle but left the actual catching and riding of Pegasus up to him. This kind of divine assistance respected the hero's agency, while acknowledging that some challenges are too great for mortals alone. It created a partnership between divine and human, where each brought something essential to the achievement. The hero provided courage, skill, and determination. The goddess provided wisdom, tools, and guidance. Together, they accomplished what neither could achieve alone. This model of divine human cooperation contrasted sharply with other types of divine involvement in heroic tales. When Zeus or Poseidon helped heroes, they often simply used their raw power to change circumstances. When Aphrodite helped heroes, she manipulated emotions. But Athena's help empowered the heroes themselves, made them better able to succeed through their own efforts. The Greeks clearly found this appealing, this image of a goddess who helped but didn't overshadow, who guided but didn't control, who enhanced mortal capability without replacing it. It's no wonder that Athena became the patron of so many heroes, the goddess that brave mortals called upon when facing impossible odds.